22-year-old Charles Wade, 9-year-old Demetrius Wall-Neal, and 6-year-old London Wall-Neal were shot and killed in a car just after 6 p.m. on Kodiak Drive.
Typically, I can't fuck with niggas, they can't get to me. She sick of me, cause I be on the road where the bitches be. Niggas out here trying to get some money, then come sit with me. If he showing loyalty, then maybe he get rich from me. Nowadays, bitch, I'm never lacking, bitch, I keep a 9. Guy eat, booted off of Molly, he can't get no sleep. Travel week, swerving in a hottie, almost hit a ski. Fuck a freak. I stay in my lane, I came from the bottom, can't never forget that. Nah, these niggas be plotting, they see that I'm up, they just want some get back. Yeah, and I throw my brothers, don't never switch up, don't never forget that. Nah, you know I ain't coming no fries, you know I'm rolling a Big Mac.
Inside a parked car. 1 year ago today, Charles Wade and his girlfriend's 2 children, 9-year-old Demetrius Wall-Neal and 6-year-old London Wall-Neal, were found dead in southeast Columbus. And today, police put out another plea for the public to help detectives solve this horrible crime. They also released more video of the incident.
We want to warn you, it is difficult to watch, but the family of the victims want everyone to see it. Live outside police headquarters in downtown Columbus tonight with details on why police say they're having trouble solving this case. Kevin.
Well, good evening. The lead detective says there's no physical evidence that ties the suspects to the crime. On top of that, the street code of no snitching is preventing people from talking, and Crime Stoppers has not received any donations to encourage people to speak out. What this case needs is a break.
And you can see the suspects come up.
Police say the family wants the public to see this video again so that no one forgets the night police say 2 suspects opened fire into a car with 2 children inside, along with their mother's boyfriend.
They knew that those kids were in the car. There's no doubt in my mind that they knew the kids were in the car.
The case is moving forward, but it's far from being solved. Police just need a name.
And what I need is for somebody to dig deep in their conscience and say, I can't let this happen. And come to me and tell me, this is what I know.
Detectives believe the suspects, as many as 4 or 5, cased the apartment for hours before waiting for the victims to get inside the car. They were on their way to meet their children's mother for dinner. Assistant Chief LaShawna Potts called the people who carried out the crime monsters.
We cannot allow people who execute children to live freely among us.
She says the street code of no snitching should end with a crime like this.
Do it for the children that were executed that night.
Police say a Nissan Altima and Jeep Cherokee carried the suspects from the crime scene. Neither had license plates or tags to track the killers. While police say a reward would be helpful to get people to talk, they say this video should be incentive enough for someone to talk and help heal the pain this family is going through.
And so this is why we are committed to solving this case.
On December 7, 2021, a quiet winter evening in southeast Columbus, Ohio, turned into a nightmare. At 6:16 p.m., the peace of the Winchester Lakes apartment complex on Kodiak Drive was shattered by the sharp report of gunfire. Residents screamed and ran for cover as bullets tore through the crisp December air. When Columbus police arrived minutes later, the scene was one of devastation. Inside a parked vehicle lay 3 victims, Charles Dion Wade, Demetrius Wall-Neal, and London Wall-Neal. Charles, just 22 years old, was known in the community as a young man who had dreams for the future, with ties to local groups that would later become central to the investigation. His life, full of potential, ended abruptly. Beside him were the Wall-Neal siblings, Demetrius, who was 9, and the older brother, courageous and protective even in his youth, and London, 6, his little sister, whose laughter and energy lit up everyone who knew her. That night, Demetrius displayed extraordinary bravery. He instinctively tried to shield London from the bullets, wrapping his small body around her in an effort to save her life. Witnesses would later recount this heroic act with tears in their eyes. a final act of love and courage that would become a defining part of the tragedy. Investigators quickly determined that the shooting was deliberate and targeted. Charles Wade was believed to be the primary target, but evidence suggested that the children may have also been intentionally targeted, caught in the crossfire, or possibly singled out. Police discovered the involvement of a second vehicle, suggesting that more than one person may have participated in planning and executing the attack. Surveillance footage, photos, and witness statements would later be released in hopes of identifying the suspects.
Thank you all for coming. Unfortunately, this is not in a situation that I would like to report on. At approximately 6:16 p.m., officers responded to a shots fired location. When they got to the 6600 block of Kodiak Drive, they observed that there was a vehicle that was parked in a parking spot that had bullet holes throughout. Officers further investigated, and inside they found 3 bodies. Officers attempted to do aid, and unfortunately those 3 victims succumbed to their injuries. What we do know right now is that we have 2 young kids who've been murdered. And so, as you can...
Investigators linked the case to local gang activity, including associations with the 900 Wu faction, a group with known ties to Charles Wade. A suspect already under indictment for a separate murder case emerged as a person of interest, though police did not officially confirm identities in public statements. Authorities emphasized the possibility of multiple assailants in vehicles, portraying the crime as an assassination-style shooting.
It's been 93 days since 2 kids and a young man were killed. 93 days and still no suspects. And that's why the victim's family want you to see this video, hoping someone comes forward.
You can see in the far right-hand side of the video, 9-year-old Demetrius in the car moving around just before the shooting. Police saying there's no way the shooters didn't know about Dimitri and his 6-year-old sister, London. The 2 kids and their mother's boyfriend, 22-year-old Charles Wade, were killed as they were going to meet their mother for dinner. The video was shown with the family's blessing, and as they watched, you could hear their cries.
Those 3 people they had so much potential. So much potential.
The lead detective on this case, Detective Terry Kelly, says he's mad that this case isn't solved.
There's no doubt in my mind that there's plenty of other people out there that know what happened that night and know who is responsible, and those are the people that I want to talk to.
Detective Kelly says the code of silence, or snitches get stitches philosophy, is keeping those from coming forward.
The code, the snitching, things of that nature has been a part of the community for years.
David Fluellen is the founder of Urban Family Development, a nonprofit organization. One of their programs is Fathers of Murdered Columbus Children. He says that they talk about unanswered questions left by those remaining silent.
When you look at the situation like we're talking about tonight, man, 2 innocent children, but, at the end of the day, I could bet my bottom dollar it wasn't worth anyone's life being taken.
The family, along with police, are pleading anyone who knows any information to come forward. You can call the lead detective. That number is 614-778-9706.
The 3 victims were pronounced dead at 6:45 p.m. Charles Wade's family and the Wall-Neal family were devastated. Lashana Potts, the mother of Demetrius and London, would later speak about the courage of her children, expressing both heartbreak and pride for Demetrius's selfless act of protecting his sister. Friends and neighbors struggled to comprehend the sudden, senseless loss.
I can't bring him back. I can't bring Charles back. It's just, I don't think I'll ever have closure, honestly. But December 7th, 2021, those people had no mercy when they came to my home with the intent to murder, to take a life. But instead, they took 3. They knew what they were going there to do. A premeditated assassination.
Police immediately launched an intensive investigation. Videos from nearby apartments, surveillance footage of the suspect vehicles, and photos of the scene were released to the public. Police and the ATF offered rewards for tips leading to arrests. Despite months of appeals and dozens of tips coming in from the community, no arrests were made. Investigators warned that the case remained complex, possibly involving multiple shooters, retaliatory motives, and gang-related elements. Charles Dion Wade had grown up in the Columbus area, known among friends and family as ambitious and charismatic. While he had associations with certain groups, those who loved him remember his laughter, his desire to help those close to him, and his potential for a future tragically cut short. Demetrius Wall-Neal was bright, empathetic, and protective of his younger sister. He loved playing outdoors, being active, and looking out for those he cared about. His heroism on that night, shielding London, became a lasting symbol of courage. London Wall-Neal was lively and joyful, known for her big smile and playful nature. Even at 6 years old, she had an undeniable warmth, and her sudden death sent ripples of grief through her family, friends, and the larger community. Years after the shooting, authorities continue to pursue leads. They believe multiple suspects may have been involved and maintain that gang-related activity played a role in the motive. Police have urged the public to provide tips, review any surveillance footage from the area, and report suspicious activity related to vehicles and individuals matching descriptions from the night of the shooting. Their story has been shared nationally as a reminder of the consequences of senseless violence and the courage displayed even in the face of danger. No parent should know this hurt. No loved one should carry this weight, but their families have carried it with grace, with love, and with the determination that keeps their memories shining long after the world moved on. May there be peace in knowing they are remembered, cherished, and held close by an entire community that refuses to let their light fade. May their names always rise above the tragedy, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, their love still shines.
Body, ayy, bullin' with a thought in the hand, she give a slap, ayy. Fucking on a sister and a cousin named Kamani, ayy. Wait, you got me, I ain't saying